Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, 16th of May 2018. So yesterday in the pound, we had a sell signal. This was at the close of the pivot. You can see we've got resistance here, and then the market moved lower. However, it did come back up and retest this area, coming close to the stop, before the market then moved lower and straight through the psychological level there of 135 as well, before the market was tested twice and then brought back to this level, which you'll see the market is now hanging to and sticking to like a magnet. It's become an interesting support level there. In the daily chart, you can see that we broke through the 76% fib. We went down and we actually had a look at the 134.57 level as well, just trading slightly below this before the market found support. We've come off the lows. The volume isn't as high as I thought it would be with coming off these lows, but it's certainly higher than the day before, but not any great significance there. To move back to the upside, we're going to need to just draw in a few things here. So let's go to markup and grab the 76% tool there from this high to here. This is where we could see some sort of resistance if the market does move higher off here. We'll just have to wait and see if it does today. News today, what have we got? Draghi speaking, but that's a medium impact news item. I think he actually retires this year as well from the post. So maybe that's something to do with that, but that's unusual that it's not a high impact news item. Maybe that is the case. Building permits is the only high impact one at 130, and then at 330. That's right. Yeah, it's 330 at the moment. So we've got the crude oil inventories. So even though there's a lot of news out, it's all medium impact apart from the building permits at 130 and crude oil inventories. Over in the Dow for yesterday, very quiet again. See the market just stuck in a range through here, 100-point range. Nice range actually, trading off up and down the ranges, but as you know, I'm not here on a Tuesday evening, so I didn't see much of the action. There's only one signal which managed to trade back down to the support that the market had put in place earlier on. And overnight, a similar pattern at the moment. Again, very, very quiet, as you'll see from the daily chart here. So the market moved down yesterday in the pre-market session, then traded sideways for the main event there. So let's just alter this trend line as I said we would if the market broke it yesterday, which it did. So I'm just going to click on that and then just drag it across to here. Again, it's by no means accurate or definitive, but it's where the market's come back at the moment. If it breaks this again, then it'll be a case that the current uptrend will be done and dusted. We also came down through the 76% that we drew in yesterday as well. Need to climb back above that if the market is going to move to the upside, and just in case it does, we'll go from here to here, and there's the new upside resistance that you would need to make a note of there. So all the action yesterday in the pre-market session, if I just drag this back in the intraday chart, you will see it. There you go. So all of the action happening in the pre-market session, and then sideways for the main part in that range, still making lower highs, of course, as you'll see as you draw through there. You can see there's a definite downtrend in this market where prices have or were moving lower, making those lower highs. And meanwhile, in Bitcoin, this starting to show some weakness yesterday afternoon and overnight, taking out the 8,225 level Next downside target 7759, 7260 if the market continues to move down. Certainly the 8,800 level shown resistance here over the last few days, and now we're seeing the market pull back a bit here in Bitcoin, and it's a good thing really, because we could do with this dropping down a bit and consolidating properly. We don't want it just to turn around and shoot back up to 20,000, because it won't be sustainable. As we've seen here, this last move to the upside is now starting to fall apart here as well. Right, that will do it for this quick roundup this morning. If there's anything to report, I will let you know, but other than that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.